Hey everyone, I'm John Hayden, and let's queer up South Florida and Florida. AI-generated drag promo sparks backlash ahead of the Pride Center's brunch. The event at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood promises jaw-dropping performances, a gourmet brunch, and an open bar. Festivities will include a cocktail reception at 11:30, followed by a drag show till 3-ish. Drag time. However, the promotional video features a fictional AI-created drag queen, and it's drawing backlash from some performers. Real-life drag queen London Adour is not having it and posted, quote, AI drag promotion is not the right move. Please consider using promo photos and videos of any and all entertainers that will be in the actual show. This queen does not exist, nor does anyone who can walk on air. Now, this afternoon, I talked with Pride Center CEO Robert Boo, who said, quote, it's an animated ad to get attention and draw attention to the brunch, end quote. Online commenters are split over this particular instance of AI, but it's opening a door to a conversation, a broader conversation about how AI is used in media. And, this is, when I was talking with Robert Boo, I sort of brought the analogy that, obviously people aren't floating on air like this particular this thing. It's like when the Super Bowl is coming around and you see two helmets, come together out of the side and fight it out or have, it's kind of in that vein.
It's a graphic.
It's a graphic.
Yeah.
I see, though, why you would want to promote the actual performers that are going to be in this.
Well, and they do have also, please state that.
They do have promos, still pictures, flyers. They are promoting the hell out of this with the actual performers. But the fact is, AI is a blessing and a curse. People aren't graphic designers. People in nonprofits generally are not graphic designers by trade. They're community activists, and that's the way it should be. So this helps them. AI, in my particular life, I don't use it. My main attribute is that I can be in the room where things are happening and be able to give my firsthand report. But when the government drops 3 million documents from the Epstein files, that's called malicious overcompliance, and no one person or team is going to be able to go through them. AI can. So, there are two sides to this coin, and I see both of them.
And it's tough. Nicole Hallowell, who is another incredible queen, has a lot of years under her belt, and I truly respect her. She's one of my top queens, my go-to queens, because she's so smart, an incredible entrepreneur, etc. And she had posted a couple of weeks back saying, use real queens, or use real queen. Some real queens that you have in your shows are actual graphic designers themselves. You know what I mean? We have gotten so used to in our community that there's 300 of us doing the job of 3,000, okay? Yes. And those 300, myself included, John included, Jason included, Trini included, Gil included, have to do 5 different jobs. Things that we never had to do, like learn Canva. You know what I mean? Please, Gil, take over.
Here's how I like to put it as somebody who works in the nonprofit sphere, and I know I'm joined in great company here. And as somebody who's run nonprofit, I know you have. When we say the word chief executive officer, when all reality in our cases, it meant being chief everything officer. So in all reality, we're 100%. Having to define our days between raising money to make sure that we get paid, make sure our event's happening. We need to make sure that we're doing our comms and our digital. We need to make sure we're doing marketing. We need to make sure that we're doing full P&L ownership. At the end of the day, we are doing a lot. So it's at the end of the day, I understand the qualms about AI. Everybody has had qualms about it. I've had it, but I'm also somebody who uses it to help leverage other parts of my business while I can focus on building digital content and all of that. So it's keeping the keen use of ethical use of AI, but also remembering your nonprofit practitioners, we do get tired and we are doing a lot. So just be easy on us while we're trying to do it.
I think we all understand both sides of the coin. I just think what she did was a little tacky, okay? Because having understood, and she probably herself has done a lot of her own promotion. Almost every drag queen is doing a lot of their own promotion and having to figure out how to make graphics and all this kind of stuff, right? If these organizations need your support, right? And they need you to continue hiring the queen so we don't take money away from doing all this advertising so we can hire you there, right? I've been in the situation where I had to come up with promos real quick, right? You know, and if I had the luxury of time to ask all of the people who knows how to do this, you know, maybe they would have said, there's just this one extra button on Canva. If you just did this, you could put our picture there or something. Awesome. That constructive criticism would help if you could just contact me personally and say, hey, this is an easy way to do that, and it would be great for the community.
Yeah.
But when you do it publicly and it's like, you're trying to make it seem like you're the social justice warrior and I'm standing up for this. It's like you're just trying to get attention instead of actually trying to help with the problem. So I don't really like the way that they were going about it. And walking on air, you know what? They have y'all walking on air all the time when it's your actual photos with your editing too. So like, you know, that was just a snarky dig. I don't like it. Choose your words better, contact them directly, and you know what? Maybe you'll see some change.
You know, AI is not going anywhere as much as we want to say that, right? When it first popped up, it was like, oh, I'm not going to use that, right? And then now everyone uses it. If you're not using it, you've got a problem, right? Because again, those same 300 people are doing the job of 3,000, right? And so, you know, so for that reason, I mean, you know, should all the flyers look the same? No. You know, should you take a moment to maybe like, you know, look at that? Yes, you know, because you can tell if you follow a lot of nonprofits, you can tell that all the flyers start looking the same because they're all using the same AI, you know? So some variation would be good. You know what I mean? I don't fault the Pride Center for this. I really don't. I think that they were just trying to maybe just do something real quick, and then it kind of got away from them, you know. And the thing is that in this community, you're gonna get called out on your shit. We don't sit down. We don't sit around and just let you be. You know what I mean? And Robert Boone knows that. You know what I mean? And he's also the first person that he would like to hear it. Like Trini said, you know, I would think that he would want to know about it. You know. Well, there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.